Hello and welcome to Profiles in Risk. This is your host Tony Cañas pitching the second one in a double header, two in a row today. And today I'm recording with Nikhil Kansal, the co-founder and CTO at Oyster Technologies. Nikhil, thank you for joining me today. How's it going?
It's going great, Tony. Thanks for having us. It's been really exciting to.
My pleasure. Sorry, I interrupted you there. My pleasure. So you are on LinkedIn listed as New York City, but before we start recording, you mentioned that you're in San Francisco right now, and I used to live in Berkeley. I love San Francisco, and especially I love San Francisco weather. And this is kind of the best time of the year, right? San Francisco has this weird, like late summer in October. So I'm guessing it's just gorgeous right now.
It is gorgeous, especially coming back from the East Coast. I think it's a lot sunnier, a lot warmer. It's great to say hi to Carl the Fog again. So it's really good to enjoy the San Francisco sun.
Fantastic. San Francisco sun, something that you can't say the rest of the year.
Exactly. October is the only month.
still a beautiful area. My favorite weather in the country. It's so expensive though, but absolutely love the Bay Area. So Nikhil, we always give the guest the chance to give the elevator pitch. What is Oyster?
Sure. Yeah. Oyster is an insurance technology company. And what we're doing is working on redesigning personal insurance from the ground up. So we're building an end-to-end insurance platform that lets retailers offer these tailored insurance products at the point of sale, while empowering consumers to complete the entire journey from checkout to policy management to claim settlement in one unified digital platform. So we offer affordable and transparent insurance products across bike and e-bike, jewelry, collectibles, electronics, and we partner with a growing network of e-commerce and brick-and-mortar merchants. So we are both a direct-to-consumer brand, like most insurance companies, but what's special about Oyster is we work directly with retailers to underwrite and offer insurance at the point of sale.
Okay, so you haven't used the word embedded, but that's the word. That's the word that seems to be in vogue for this kind of thing. So it's basically, or at least part of what you're doing, is embedded insurance at point of sale for very specific things. Okay, perfect. So personal lines insurance specifically. Oh, I'm looking at the website, specifically bike, jewelry, phone. E-bike. I was gonna be like, bike is on there twice. So no, bike, jewelry, phone, e-bike, engagement ring, collectibles, art, electronics. Okay, perfect.
So just to summarize, Oyster is really focused on offering specialty insurance. So we insure high value goods that typical insurance companies or on your homeowners or renters insurance probably won't give you the best coverage. So we're really focused on providing comprehensive coverage specific to risks for high value items.
Okay. So for I always try to like bring it down to the like the real consumer. Okay, so myself, I'm a Mac guy, and I work out of my Mac for both my day job as a recruiter and for the podcast and everything else I do. And the podcast involves a lot of video editing. So I have a very nice Mac that travels with me wherever I go. That was a significant investment. So is it a computer in the $3,000 to $4,000 range? Is that the kind of thing that would be kind of a perfect fit for you guys?
Certainly, yeah. So with electronics, you'll see a lot of protection plans, warranty plans. Especially for Macs, like you mentioned, there's AppleCare. But all of these plans, these existing plans, what they won't cover is if your laptop gets stolen, or if it's damaged in an accident, or to some extent they may cover like cracks if it's a protection plan. An extended warranty won't cover that. What insurance gives you is comprehensive coverage against all of these, what we say, unforeseeable risks. So if your laptop gets stolen, you drop it and it cracks open, if it's there's a natural disaster, for example, an earthquake, you lose your laptop, or there's a fire, and so forth. These are the kinds of coverages you get with Oyster Insurance, and you're right. So if you have a laptop that's $3 or $4,000, even if you have a laptop that's 600, 800, $1,000, Oyster Insurance is providing you the coverage for this class of products.
Okay. So while you were talking, I went to the website. Sometimes I do this live and actually show it. So I went to the website, and first I tried on the laptop, but it wasn't. It put me on the wait list. It's okay. I'll forgive you this time. But I did do the phone one. So basically, it asked me for my zip code,
Yep.
the brand, which of course is an Apple, and I guesstimated the purchase price of the phone to about $1,300. I always go for the max, and it immediately estimated that my price would be 143 a year, or 1192 a month. So it looks like then I would just give you the brand, the model, and the serial number. And I don't want to go ahead and like actually do all that and delay the podcast, but so as of today, am I able to literally buy the insurance in 2 minutes if I do type up all the information?
Exactly. So for the phone, as you mentioned, we really just need the brand, the model, the serial number, the price, and your name and address. After that, you'll see a list of coverages, a price, and it's just as simple as entering your credit card. And that's the entire process of buying insurance with Oyster. So as I mentioned, what we're really trying to do is focus on the consumer journey part of buying and managing your insurance. So as opposed to maybe other insurance companies or legacy insurers where you have to fill out forms, send emails, like some companies still rely on fax and physical mail. We're trying to build an entirely digital platform for consumers.
But by the way, for the listeners, uh, if you are the unfortunate soul that gets to ask me to send you a fax, I will reply, I'm sorry, John, I can't send you a fax from where I'm at. And when you ask where are you at, I want to say 2022. I'm in 2022, John. Because honestly,
Exactly.
but I know like this is not a joke. Like this does happen in our space, and it's embarrassing. It is very, very, very embarrassing that this still does happen. Okay, so I'm curious on so when it comes to bike insurance, e-bike, that kind of, I think that's rather easy. Jewelry, there's a lot of jewelry insurance. All that's kind of easy. Collectibles and art, those are
Yeah.
hard. Those are very specialty areas. Okay, so
Yes.
how do those two work with Oyster? So for example, art. Um, at what price point of art were you guys willing to insure? Are we talking things that are worth more than $1,000 or 10,000, or like at what level of art is Oyster willing to insure?
Yeah. So first of all, what I will say is that for collectibles, art insurance, we work with an amazing group of carriers in the back end who are really, experts at underwriting, at figuring out, what is the value, the replacement value process for billing and offering insurance. And so we leverage our connections with these underwriters, these carriers, to build out the user experience. So we'll ask the questions that we need. We'll use additional data points that we source ourselves, either at the point of sale or from an expert in the area, to kind of generate the insurance application. So to answer your question, really, when we're talking about collectibles, it can be as it's whatever is valuable to you. So if you have a $1,000 painting or a like $250,000 Degas, whatever it may be, as long as our insurance carriers underwriting guidelines are able to apply to your item, we're able to insure it.
Okay. Um. So you guys are an MGA, functionally.
Yeah, so what we are actually is we're a hybrid business. So we operate as an agency in certain product verticals, and in other product verticals, we're actually developing our own programs as an
Excellent.
MGA.
Okay.
So, as an example, our bike and e-bike insurance, we are soon going to be launching our very own program. It's going to be the second in the nation program for bike and e-bike insurance. It's going to be trying to combine some of the technological and underwriting advancements that we've made on our side with the consumer experience that we're able to offer by bringing this all under one roof.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. That's really exciting that you're growing to having your own programs. How long has Oyster been around?
Yeah, we've been around for just over a year. So we are a venture-backed company. We started in June of last year, and since then we've experienced tremendous growth. Really, what we're trying to focus on now is bringing the best of the insurance and technology worlds together, leveraging the data that we've collected at the point of sale with our conversations with customers and merchants to develop proprietary underwriting and taking all of this to kind of build the next generation in insurance.
Okay, and I really do like that the website has sections to help the buyer understand phone insurance, understand bike insurance. I think that's something that a lot of the distribution focused insurtechs have not done a great job on. Okay, so when it comes to my listeners, their carriers, their brokers, I think we've covered the important stuff. But I am curious when it comes to merchants, if we do by random luck have a merchant company, store of some sort, listening, how does the partnership work with the online stores, for example, to be able to offer Oyster insurance as part of what they offer?
Yeah, so Oyster is an omni-channel platform for merchants, which means that we help merchants embed at the point of sale online. We also work with merchants that have an in-store channel. So if you are physically selling jewelry or physically selling bikes, we have integrations for our merchants to integrate with Oyster as well. So the way it works is, let's just take the online example as the easy way. If you have a Shopify store, you can come to Oyster. We will get you set up with a Shopify app that you can add to your webpage. And that app is essentially a little widget that will offer customers insurance for the product that they're buying. It'll give them a quote in real time. It'll underwrite using the merchant's proprietary information about a product. And essentially, the merchant we will allow the merchant to let the consumer walk out of their store or check out online with their items completely protected. And so there's two main areas that we believe benefit the merchant. Number one is in maintaining consumer trust. So about 60% of consumers say that they're worried when they buy high value items online or in store that they have to deal with their items being damaged or lost or stolen.
First,
So being able to walk out of the store with insurance directly solves that worry. And number two, with Oyster, merchants are able to earn additional revenue on repeat purchases, on higher purchase conversion rates, and on our partnership agreements, which help merchants for every referral that they send our way earn a little bit of additional revenue.
okay. What other? So we talked about bike, jewelry, phone, e-bike, engagement ring, collectibles, art, and electronics. Any other products? I'm sure you guys can continue growing. Any other that you can share, assuming that this goes out beginning of December?
Yeah, I think for us, what we're really doing is we're focusing on being the single provider of all specialty insurance. So right now, a consumer, if they want to buy insurance for a wedding ring, for example, and if they want to buy insurance for their phone, and if they want to buy insurance for a bike, they have to talk to three separate providers. They have to fill out three separate forms, and they have to follow three separate processes for buying, managing, and filing claims on their policies. And so Oyster's focus is really to bridge all of the gaps here between all the different providers and act as the single point of interaction for consumers. So we maintain a relationship with customers. These customers buy insurance, manage their insurance, and file claims all through Oyster. And so that's really the direction that we're going in. And bikes, jewelry, and phone are the first three verticals that we are live in. And over the next couple of months, we're going to be launching the rest of our electronics, the rest of our collectibles, the rest of our art, wine, and so forth, insurance lines. And over the next couple of years, we're definitely going to be focusing on expanding from here. So whether that's going to be in personal experiences like travel insurance, or entirely new forms of insurance, such as digital or crypto or NFT insurance.
Okay. So in the personal lines insurance market, most of the, I want to say high net worth, but let's say most of the people who are making six figures and above, they're not necessarily high net worth, but well-paid professionals, are insured through an agency or through a broker relationship of some sort. As of now, is there any sort of broker agent distribution for Oyster?
We are not focusing on agent broker distribution at this stage, simply because we believe that, what's really unique about Oyster is our direct relationship with the customer. So we work very closely with our customers as a company. We don't employ brokers, but we also work with our merchant partners who understand the customers very well. And so through our merchants, you can almost think of merchants as you know our partners that help us distribute insurance, but more in the sense that the incentives between Oyster and merchants are aligned. So we really want what's best for our merchants' customers. And obviously, the merchants want what's best for their customers. And so we primarily prefer to work with merchants to distribute Oyster insurance. But we also have a direct to consumer channel. So wherein we maintain a relationship with the customer, customers come to us for any kind of support, any kind of purchases, and so forth.
Excellent. Yeah, I like it. It's from what I tested, it's easy to use. It's I like that it's not entirely focused on price, and that it did go out of its way to tell me what the actual coverage I'm buying is, which should be the minimum expected from an insurance product. And unfortunately, at times it's hard to figure out. Sometimes you have to figure out until you buy before they'll show you the form, kind of thing. So thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been great. I look forward to see you guys continue to grow, and maybe we'll have you back in a year or two and see how things have progressed. And as a consumer myself, I've had the pain in the past of trying to get insurance for things like my expensive computer, my expensive camera. My sister-in-law is a big bicyclist. She's had the same struggle with her bikes. It's wonderful to know that there is something out there to do it painlessly and also without getting owned by a crappy warranty product.
Exactly. I think, we're really trying to solve the same kind of problems that we ourselves have come across in our daily lives. Like, we know that if you're buying something expensive, it's valuable to you. You develop an attachment to it, and losing it or losing your investment in something is just tragic. And on top of that, having to deal with a poor customer experience, it's just, I don't know, we feel like there's a lot of improvements to be made in the insurance space, and we're really focusing on trying to drive these changes using technology.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time today. It's been wonderful.
Thank you, Tony, for having me. Look forward to being here again in the near future.